What if I told you that Nikon is quietly preparing one of its most powerful hybrid cameras ever? And that camera is the Nikon Z8 II, a camera so advanced that Nikon decided to delay it. Not because it wasn't ready, but because they wanted it to be perfect. Today we're going to talk about why the Nikon Z8 II is taking so long, what major upgrades Nikon is working on, and why this camera could completely change the mirrorless market in 2026. So make sure you watch till the end, because some of these features are going to shock you. When Nikon launched the original Z8, it instantly earned the title of a mini Z9. It delivered professional-level performance in a smaller and lighter body, making it one of the most loved hybrid cameras among filmmakers, wildlife photographers, and content creators. But as technology moves forward, competition from Sony and Canon has pushed Nikon to rethink its strategy. Instead of rushing the Z8 II to market, Nikon made a bold decision to delay it and rebuild it as a true next-generation camera. The biggest reason behind the delay of the Nikon Z8 II is Nikon's shift toward future-ready hardware. Nikon doesn't want to release a small refresh. They want the Z8 II to last for years. Another major reason is processing power. Nikon is reportedly working on a next-generation X-Speed processor, designed to handle massive data speeds for high-resolution video, AI autofocus, and faster burst shooting without overheating. Heat management is another challenge. Nikon wants the Z8 II to record longer videos at higher resolutions without external cooling, something creators have been demanding for years. And finally, Nikon wants this camera to clearly separate itself from both the Z8 and Z9, without hurting sales of either. The Nikon Z8 II is expected to feature an upgraded stacked full-frame sensor, likely staying close to the 45-megapixel range, but with much faster readout speeds. This improved sensor would significantly reduce rolling shutter, making it ideal for sports, wildlife, and fast-action photography. Low-light performance is also expected to improve, with cleaner high ISO results and better dynamic range, especially for night photography and cinematic video work. The heart of the Nikon Z8 II will be its new processor. This next-generation X-Speed chip is expected to deliver dramatically faster image processing, smarter AI calculations, and smoother video performance. This processor will allow Nikon to introduce advanced subject recognition, improved eye tracking, and more accurate autofocus even in extremely low light. For photographers, this means faster continuous shooting with deeper buffers. For filmmakers, this means higher bit rates, better codecs, and longer recording times. Nikon is heavily investing in artificial intelligence, and the Z8 II will showcase this evolution. The autofocus system is expected to recognize humans, animals, birds, cars, bikes, trains, and aircraft, with improved accuracy and faster locking speeds. Eye detection is rumored to work even when subjects are wearing helmets, sunglasses, or masks, a massive upgrade for sports and documentary shooters. Tracking performance will also be more stable, even when subjects move erratically across the frame. For video creators, the Nikon Z8 II could be a dream camera. It is expected to support advanced 8K, recording with improved frame rates and better heat control. 4K video could reach extremely high frame rates with full sensor readout and minimal crop. Nikon is also rumored to improve internal NRAW and ProRes recording, giving filmmakers more flexibility in post-production. Better color science, improved skin tones, and enhanced dynamic range will make the Z8 II a serious competitor to cinema-focused mirrorless cameras. One of the biggest complaints with high-end mirrorless cameras is overheating. Nikon knows this, and the Z8 II is expected to feature an improved internal cooling system. This could allow extended 8K and 4K recording without shutdowns, making it reliable for professional shoots, interviews, and documentaries. In terms of design, the Nikon Z8 II will likely maintain the solid, professional feel Nikon users love. The grip could be slightly redesigned for better balance with heavy lenses. Buttons and dials may become more customizable, giving creators faster access to key settings. Weather sealing is expected to improve, making the Z8 II even more reliable in harsh environments. Nikon may optimize battery efficiency through its new processor, allowing longer shooting sessions. Dual card slots are expected to remain, possibly with faster CFX press, support to handle high bitrate, video, and burst photography. The hype around the Nikon Z8 II is massive, and for good reason. This camera is not just an upgrade. It represents Nikon's long-term vision. By delaying the release, Nikon is ensuring that the Z8 II launches as a complete, future-proof powerhouse rather than a rushed update. 1. Nikon Z8 II versus Nikon Z8 original. Let's start by comparing the Nikon Z8 2 to the camera it's replacing, the original Z8. The Nikon Z8 was already a hybrid beast, excellent photo quality, robust autofocus, and professional video capabilities. But the Z8 II is expected to take everything up several notches. First, processing power. The Z8 II's next-gen X-Speed processor will allow much faster continuous shooting and faster buffer clearing, meaning you'll never miss a critical moment. Autofocus will be more intelligent, better eye and subject detection, deeper tracking, and improved low-light performance. On the video side, while the original Z8 already handled 8K and 4K well, the Z8 II aims for longer recording times without overheating. That's a game changer for filmmakers who record long interviews, events, or wildlife sequences. Through Nikon Z8 II versus Nikon Z9. Now, how does the Z8 II match up to Nikon's flagship, the Z9? The Z9 is still Nikon's top professional camera with ultimate speed, durability, and performance. The Z8 II isn't designed to replace the Z9, but to offer similar performance in a smaller and more affordable body. Where the Z9 uses dual processors and an oversized cooling system, the Z8 II focuses on efficiency and smart heat control. The Z9 might still edge out the Z8 II in certain specs, like maximum FPS or advanced video features, but the Z8 II could deliver nearly the same real-world results for most photographers and creators, especially those who don't need the absolute highest speeds. 3. Nikon Z8 II versus Sony A1. Next up, the Sony A1. For years, the A1 has been the reference point for hybrid camera performance. It balances high resolution with blistering speed and excellent video specs. The Z8 II is expected to compete directly with the A1, possibly surpassing it in autofocus intelligence and low-light performance thanks to improved subject recognition powered by AI. Sony has long touted its autofocus reliability, but Nikon is now closing that gap fast, possibly even overtaking it for certain subjects like animals, birds, and complex motion tracking. In video, the A1 already offers 8K, recording without crop and excellent stabilization. If Nikon can match or exceed those specs while improving heat management, the Z8 II could finally answer Sony's long-standing dominance. 4. Nikon Z8 II versus Canon R6 Mark II, R5 Mark II, rumored. Canon's R6 Mark II and the rumored R5 Mark II are also part of this conversation. The R6 Mark II is renowned for its color science and ease of use, with solid hybrid performance that many creators love. But the Z8 II aims higher, more advanced autofocus, higher sustained performance, and potentially more flexible codec options. The rumored R5 Mark II may bring Canon closer to this tier, but Nikon's focus on smart AI and heat control could still give it an edge, especially for extended recording sessions. 5. Nikon Z8 II versus Sony A7RV and A7 IV. Sony's A7 series, the A7RV and A7 IV, are incredibly popular choices for hybrid shooters due to Sony's strong sensor performance and ecosystem. The A7RV, with its high resolution and robust AI autofocus, is a fantastic camera. The Z8 II might not beat the A7RV in sheer megapixels, but its readout speed, autofocus tracking, and video heat management could surpass it for many real-world uses. And compared to the A7 IV, the Z8 II could offer better sustained performance, more advanced autofocus, and potentially superior dynamic range. 6. Nikon Z8 II versus Panasonic S1H, S1 series. Panasonic's S1H is revered by filmmakers for its unmatched video, recording capabilities, and cinema-level features. The Z8 II enters this competition with a more balanced hybrid approach. Excellent stills quality along with serious video performance. Nikon's autofocus system may also be more advanced for moving subjects, which could make the Z8 II more versatile for creators who shoot both photos and video. What all these comparisons show is that the Nikon Z8 II isn't just another camera, it's Nikon's strategic response to a highly competitive mirrorless market. Instead of playing catch-up, Nikon appears to be leapfrogging its own lineup and challenging Sony, Canon, and Panasonic by focusing on intelligent performance, smarter tracking, and better real-world usability. In many ways, the Z8 II could end up being the most complete, all-around hybrid camera in its price range. Powerful enough for pros, yet accessible enough for serious enthusiasts. There's no official Nikon Z8 II release date or price yet, as it hasn't been announced, but rumors point towards a potential launch in late 2025 or early 2026, likely after the Z9 II, with pricing expected to be a bit above the original. Z8's launch price around $3,999 USD. Anticipate upgrades in processing power, autofocus, and video features, following Nikon's trend of iterative flagship improvements. So in the end, the Nikon Z8 II is not just about specs or numbers. It's about Nikon taking its time to build a camera that truly understands photographers and filmmakers. If Nikon delivers on these expectations, the Z8 II could become one of the most balanced hybrid cameras ever made. Powerful, reliable, and future-proof. Now the real question is it worth the wait? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.